Let's begin. Lately, news broke that Sarah Palin's 17-year-old daughter, Bristol, is pregnant, and it was a big topic of discussion in the media, on blogs, and on YouTube. Do you think that this is a private family matter and has nothing to do with politics? Or should people running for office expect that their private life will be topics of discussion?
I think this is a totally private matter. Sarah Palin's daughter isn't the one running for vice president, so the media shouldn't care, but they do.
For me personally, it's too private to discuss, but they should get used to media talking about that because they will not stop.
I believe the same thing as both of them because it shouldn't be about what their daughters and sons really are about, just them. But all the people will go for anything just to find anything bad about them. If McCain and Palin win the election, do you think that Bristol's pregnancy will cause more focus on teaching about birth control in our public schools, since she will be a pregnant teen in the White House, or do you think it might have the opposite effect?
I think it will have the opposite effect. I don't think the kids in high school will really care. People are already getting pregnant right now anyway, so I don't think it'll have an effect at all.
I don't know, I think that it will have a good effect and teenagers will prevent themselves from getting pregnant because it really is a bad example.
I think that there will be more teachings about birth control and not even getting pregnant, because if it could happen to the vice president's daughter, then it could happen to anyone. Do you think gossip about candidates have an effect on elections? For instance, there has been a persistent rumor about Barack Obama, which he denies that he is a Muslim. Obama says he is a Christian. John McCain was rumored to have illegitimate children, which he says are children he adopted from India. Do you think people believe gossip and don't attempt to investigate if rumors are true?
I think gossip is a huge part of the elections because people do believe what they hear and see, and they don't check the facts if it's true or not.
I agree with her. I don't think that people will check if it's true or not, but I don't think that it will have so much effect on actual voting.
I think it will have an effect on voting because they believe the newspapers because they are usually true. But if they find out it's not, then they'll probably vote for the person that had the rumor in the first place because they'll feel sorry for them and what they had thought. Presidential candidates often make remarks about their opponent, which are usually negative, such as, "He wants to raise your taxes," or "He only cares about rich people." Sometimes they accuse each other of lying or of flip-flopping, that is, changing their position on an issue. Do you think candidates flat out lie during campaigns or let other people lie for them so they can win?
I think they do both. I think that the candidates do lie or say what the people want to hear, and I think that the people who are talking for them, I think they'll say what the people want to hear too.
I think that sometimes they make some promises they will not fulfill, but most of the candidates do that, so they don't have right to accuse each other of anything. So I think this should just stop.
I believe that they do make lies about each other, but they don't really think of the consequences. If the people find out, then they won't vote for them, and they'll just vote for the other person, and they'll just be hurting themselves in the campaigns. An important issue for many teenagers is education and how to pay for college. The current cost of one semester of college in the U.S. can run from $4,000 to $15,000 a semester. A semester is 4 months long. Both candidates promise that they will improve education and help to fund college expenses. What would you like to see the candidates do to improve education and the cost of going to college?
I think the cost of going to college is expensive, but I don't think there's much that they can do because they have to pay for the building and the teachers and everything. So I don't know what they could do.
I think that first thing they should do is make sure that every teenager will have a chance to finish at least high school. And when it comes to cost of college, I think that they should lower it.
I believe that there should have public colleges where they could have it for free, and also that the government could pay for certain things like computers and the books, but the government won't own them and you can't take them anywhere. And also, I think the cost for regular private colleges should be the same, because if you're going to a job and they look at your resume and what college you went to, they find out if you got there on a scholarship and how expensive it was to see what kind of education did you get.